Well, now I know about a year ago I made the same video with the 2022 schedule. Well, now I'm doing it with the 2023 schedule. I have sound hella pressed right now because I'm very tired. It's 11 o'clock. I want to go to bed. I got work in the morning. I'm still going to do this anyway. So, 2022 went 10 and 2. Basically, what everyone thought, most people that had faith in Tennessee thought they were going to go 10 and 2. Me personally, I thought they were going to go 11 and 1, and I was almost correct if we didn't have to lose to South Carolina of all teams. So, I'm still pissed off about that game today, but that's besides the point. Anyway, or 11 and 2 if we count the Clemson game, which I'm heavily mentioned Clemson in that video too, which is kind of odd if you think about it, because they actually did not playing and we absolutely killed them. So, 2023 schedule. I'm just going to get straight into it. Kicking off 2nd of September against Virginia in Nashville. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a win for us. Why? Because Virginia is not that good of a football school. Alright, Virginia is more of a basketball school, put it like that. So, I see us winning like maybe 48-20, probably. We'll go 48-20. Could be better, could be worse. Either way, Tennessee's getting the dub there. Moving next week to Austin Peay. Not really going to focus on that. That's a win. All day. That's a win. And we're just going to go down at Florida. 2-0. Going to the swamp. I don't think Florida's going to have anything. Their spring game sucked. Alright. I can't lie. Florida is not looking good. I'm saying that like I'm pretty sure Florida will be 0-2 when they play us. Depends on who they play. Because they're playing Utah first. They're going to get killed by Utah. I'm just going to say that right now. They're going to get killed. I don't know who their week 2 game is. But they're either going to be 0-2 or 1-1 when they play us. And they're not getting a win when they play us. We're going to probably stomp a mud hole in their ass. Like, I'm probably have us winning like maybe 40-13 probably. That's the score column. That's how lightly I think of Florida. Like maybe Texas A&M. Texas A&M has more of a chance than Florida. Matter of fact, Texas A&M probably has a chance to beating us. Honestly, if I'm getting my honest opinion. But anyway, we're gonna get to them eventually. UTSA. All right, 3-0. We're going against University of Texas San Antonio. UTSA was 11-2 last season, if I'm not mistaken. And they were pretty good. They were really good. They played. I don't know who their 2 losses were, but they were the lower schools. I'm almost certain. Anyway, I feel like we pull a win out here. UTSA is a good school, and they'll probably give us a little bit of trouble. But with a football game in Neyland, you can never go wrong about something like that. So I got us with the win column for that. South Carolina. Oh boy. So at Neyland again, revenge game. Rattler returns. Your whole offense is basically gone. Other than that, though, like you don't have Jaheim Bell. You don't have Marshawn Lloyd. You don't have Cam Smith, which is a defensive player, but still a good one at that. Some notable people we're going to be missing in this roster during this game. And I feel like that'll be the key factor that gives Tennessee a win here. Definitely not like 2021's win, Because I remember that one was a big one. We scored 28 points in the first inning. First inning. I'm thinking of baseball. First quarter. There we go. First quarter. And just to think we would have kept that energy the entire game, we would have scored 100 that game. So, 5-0. Next is Texas A&M. Oh boy. Another revenge game. How? 2016 season. It's 5-0. Coming off a Hail Mary win versus Georgia. Double overtime. Intercepted by A&M. That cost us that win. Which basically threw that season upside down. Which could have easily been a playoff season for us if we had not choked. Which we were in the driver's seat for a playoff that season. Because literally other than Alabama, the rest of that season was basically a wash. I know that for a fact. So, anyway. A&M, well, they had a bunch of people transferred. At least at the end of this season. Like, right as the regular season ended, people just started flushing out of there. Jimbo Fisher, I don't know what he has cooking up over there. All I know is they're coming to Neyland, and we're going to get loud. And I don't think A&M has enough energy to keep up with that. And again, this is just all my opinion. Like, y'all can fact check me or correct me if I'm wrong about anything, but this is just what I think. And we're going to get the win against A&M. So that's 6-0. All right. No big, real notable wins yet. Maybe South Carolina if they're ranked, probably. But no real big wins. That could all change right here. At Alabama. We go to the Crimson Tide. Honestly, if y'all want my honest opinion, I'm going to evaluate this the best way I can. Alabama. Nick Saban coached DB. Or Nick Saban coached defense, I guess, because he don't coach the linebackers. I know he coaches the DBs and stuff. I do know that. Quarterback battle. You got Tyler Buckner. I think that's how you say his name. Tyler Buckner. Ty Simpson and Jalen Milroe. I'm saying too much. Anyway, Ty Simpson and Jalen Milroe. They're not really that good in my opinion. Like they could improve heavily. Jalen Milroe was definitely not ready to start in the games that he did play because they almost choked to win Texas A&M again, and now it's the season they went 5-7. 5-7, almost lost a team like that, and just to think they would have lost that game, came to Neyland the next week. Whew, man, now what? I feel like, in my opinion, Alabama winning that game is the reason why Tennessee got ranked so high whenever they beat them. That's the only reason why, in my opinion. Because if A&M would have beat them there, then Tennessee probably would have been like 5 or 4. But 3, like we jumped up a lot. We knocked Clemson out of the top 4, which I was real happy about because I have a grudge against Clemson, but like that. And after that win, it just shot my ego up through the roof. So, and we're going to switch over to the Tennessee team. Tennessee defense should be improved. And I say should be because you got Keenan Pillai, I think that's how you say his name, linebacker transfer from BYU. Should be a notable transfer to help Aaron Beasley, who should have had the Orange Bowl MVP in my opinion. You got other people on offense like Dante Thornton Jr. and you got Squirrel White. There we go. I said right, like I'm saying Jalen Wright. Speaking of which, he will also be a notable factor in this game because his running game is definitely better than Jabari Smalls and Dylan Sampson. That's what his name is. I had to think. Now, there's this one Cameron Seldon, I think is his name. People, like, whenever the orange and white game came on, the announcers were comparing him automatically to Cordarrelle Patterson, which is pretty big because Cordarrelle Patterson is just hearing a name should give you jitters. He's probably by far one of the greatest players to come out of Tennessee. And I'm saying one of the greatest because, in my opinion, I need to quit saying in my opinion. Okay, I'm going to quit saying that. Peyton Manning, if you ask many people, they'll say Peyton Manning's the greatest of all time. You can say Eddie, what was it? I had to think of his name. It was one of the players from a while ago, and I'll think of it eventually. But anyway, back to like the main thing. Joe Milton, rocket arm. Okay. If he can stay accurate, more accurate than either Sky Buckner. Not Sky Buckner. Tyler, whatever his first name is. I know his last name is Buckner. Transfer out of Notre Dame. We're going to call it that because I can't think of his first name for some reason. Ty Simpson or Jalen Murrow and not get intimidated by the Alabama fans. I feel we will get a win here. And I'm not trying to be biased or anything. Like, I really don't see anything good coming out of Alabama this season. I don't. Like, all their players are just basically backups now, if you think about it. Or people that, like, didn't really play big roles. Like, some of the wide receivers were okay. But, like, you gotta be better than okay if you're going against Tennessee. At least right now. So I'm just leaving it at that. We get the win against Alabama. As of right now. Then next week we go to Kentucky. Devin Leary, transfer at NC State at quarterback. He will be a better quarterback than Will Levis at Kentucky, in my opinion. And there I go with that again. But I'm just being dead serious. Devin Leary shows good promise. He was good at NC State. Like, they managed to get into the top 10 before they had that big fall at like the very end of the season, which, you know, they still ended up going 8-4, and I can't remember if they beat or lost to Maryland. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, other than Devin Leary, I can't really think of anybody on Kentucky. I know they have that running back that's pretty good. Other than that, I can't really think of anything. So all I know is we basically washed our defense last year, and we'll probably end up doing that again. We're going to beat Kentucky by probably like three scores probably. Speaking of 3 scores, UConn. UConn's beating us. I'm sorry. UConn is just going to go 15-0. They're going to win a national championship. No. We're beating UConn like 63-0. They're not even going to score on us. They struggled against Marshall. They lost against Marshall. And they expect to come play against us. No. Mm-mm. No, sir. No, sir, skis. So, undefeated so far. 9-0 at Missouri. Whoo, at Missouri. Well, we all know what happened last time we played at Missouri. We put 62 points up off their defense. And I'm pretty sure Hendon Hooker was in for, I think, 49 of those points. I'm not sure. I have to rewatch the highlights of that game. All I know is Joe Milton, 3 quarterbacks were in during that game. Yeah, Hendon Hooker, Joe Milton, and Harrison Bailey. This is before he transferred. And they all scored at least 1 touchdown. That's all I know. All I can remember. It was either that game they did it or the one against Tennessee Tech. Either way, they killed Missouri. And they're going to do it again. Because they have Brady Cook. Brady Cook's a good quarterback. He can run the ball pretty good, by the way. I think he had the most rushing yards against us than any other team. But we're going to get the win at Missouri. 10-0. And here we go. Georgia. Carson Beck, quarterback. Dude, I don't know if we're going to win this one. I really don't. If we put all the factors together, the only thing that could really give us the win here would just be the fact that we have home field advantage. That's the only way I see us having an edge here. Other than that, they just out-talent us because they still got Brock Bowers. And Brock Bowers is just gonna have a field day against our defense. As of right now, I'm just gonna say we lose that game. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm right by my window and there's police officers going by. Anyway, Vanderbilt win. I'm not even going to focus on that. Vanderbilt will make a bowl game this season, but they're not beating us. 11-1 so far. Again, my record 11-1. Let's see how it goes this time, because I know this time we will actually be in the playoffs. We will most definitely make playoffs this time. Actually, we might go to the SEC championship because Georgia's gonna end up getting upset one time this season. I could see it, and if we go undefeated until we play them, then we're going to the SEC. Done deal. So, 11-1. I feel like we'll go to the SEC championship this year. We win the SEC championship against whoever we're playing, which will probably be LSU. We beat LSU, go to the playoffs, and we lose in the national championship. That's what I got planned out right there. So this is my prediction for 2023. Definitely a lot more detailed and complex than the last one I did, which was basically just me just saying, oh, well, we're going to beat them because they weren't good. Or last year they did this. Last year they did that. I did a little bit of that this time, but I put more detail into it. But anyway, so tell me what y'all think about this, and we'll probably see it. I don't know.